up, guys? Welcome back to the Bianconerizone for another preview. It's just me today because Julian had enough of previewing these games, so it's just me. I'm gonna do a quick one because I don't want to repeat myself. You know, it's a new game, but for me it's the same thing over and over again. So it's a new game. I'm not going too long, just going over what Rabiot said, what Allegri had to say, what to expect from the game, what's on the line, you know, the usual things basically. It's, I don't want to say it's a must-win game because everything is a must-win game for us at the moment, and we are winning nothing. Like, we are not winning enough. But yeah, if anyone still believes in making it out of the group stage or like going to the next round of the Champions League, then this is a must-win game, and praying that something happens in the other games. Other than that, yeah, it's a game. It's a game you need to do better. I don't know how you can do worse than this, but it is what it is. We will go over the quotes. And yeah, the funny thing is, or like not the funny thing is, I think the significant thing is that Rabiot is in the presser. He's playing well lately, or like better. There are rumors about a new deal. The official account is pushing the Rabiot propaganda, and now he's sitting there with Allegri making some statements, I would say, with the things he said. So it feels like the club is warming the fans up for a potential new deal or anything, like they kind of did with Danilo. Now Danilo took a step back, it seems, a little bit, but that's the feeling you get when you see the Rabiot stuff flying around. But let's get into what he said. So he talked about the situation of the club, or like the group at the moment. As you can see, that's what he said. There's a great desire on the part of the whole team to go out and win this game, to still hope for qualification. We always talk in the locker room, even when we win. It's not a lot of times, but okay, because we always have to improve. We have a good group. We are good together. We have to bring that work in the game as well. Yeah, I don't know. Basically saying nothing. Training, I don't know what they do in training. If it looks good in training, it's not working in the games. So I'm gonna assume that, you know, on training it's the same stuff, it's the same thing. Otherwise you will see some results on the pitch and we see nothing. So not really sure what he's trying to say there. But yeah, it's the entire press was basically nothing. Like, the questions getting asked are boring. They're not hard questions. They're almost every week the same questions, and you're getting the same answers week in, week out, basically. So yeah, I don't know, nothing to say about that. Let's move on to the next quote, which got, you know, Twitter fans or social media, Juve fans, going crazy. He said, I feel important, but everyone is important. I want to help my teammates. I'm trying to push everyone to give 100%. And then he also said, you know, I feel like a leader, or like somebody needs a leader. I think I can be that leader. Not really sure about that. I don't think there's any leaders in this squad. Bonucci can pretend to be one. The club can push Danilo as a leader. There are no leaders in this team. None whatsoever, like nothing. There's absolutely nothing in this team, like leadership wise, and you can see that on the pitch. Like, nobody is holding anyone accountable. So yeah, if Rabiot wants to claim he can be the leader, then hey, take a shot, you know. Some have tried and failed, so I don't know. I'm not gonna lose my mind about it. Like, if we were playing well and he comes out saying that, and you can be like, yeah, that's not really true, like player X or Y is definitely the leader, then fine, I understand the uproar. But there are no leaders in this team, so I don't really care that he said that. If he thinks he can be that, hey, have a go. Like, there's a free spot to take that leadership position. But yeah, like, he was asked about Allegri while he was sitting besides Allegri. Like, he's not gonna say he's terrible or whatever. He's gonna big him up, even, you know, in a much cringier way than he probably would do if he was as not sitting besides him. So again, stupid, weird, random question. But yeah, if he wants to become a leader, you know, have a go. Like, that's all I can say. Have a go, and let's see how it will go. I see Niraj, who's a member. Probably became a member when I was not on the show, but you can join the members Discord group. So DM me on Twitter or Instagram, or the main account on Instagram and Twitter, so I can join you to the group. And you can also participate in the prediction league, where you can win jerseys, give away like membership, and a gift card. You can still win that league, to be honest, because nobody's doing that well. But reach out and I will add you. And yeah, that's Rabiot. Let's move on to what Allegri said. Nothing special. Same things basically. He said tomorrow we have to play a game of compactness. We have to minimize. We have to minimize mistakes. Milan's game was along the lines of the ones with Benfica. Right now, you have to bring out something more. The extra detail, the extra inch, the extra attention make the difference. Now, coming back to the Milan game, I don't think that's the same as the Benfica game, because I think Benfica had really great, solid chances. I don't think Milan had any solid chances. Yes, they hit the post twice, one from out of the box. I think Chesney would have saved that. The first one, I don't know what that was, with flipper thing. So yeah, bad luck, good luck for us, whatever. But we gifted them 2 goals. Not saying we deserved anything out of that game, because we completely deserved absolutely nothing out of that game. But yeah, like, if you make stupid errors like that while playing poorly, you're gonna lose games 100%. You know, it's obvious. But I think the Benfica game was worse, because they were peppering us in the second half, and if it wasn't for Bonucci and even the goalkeeper at the time, it would have been 5 or something like that. Or like, if Neres had his shooting boots on, it could have been 4 or 5. So I think that game was much worse. But I think he's referring to technical or like mental errors. Yes, but like, when you are defending, sitting back, being frustrated, can't create things, people who, like, you're asking players who shouldn't be doing these type of things consistently to do things, they will lose their mind. They will do stupid things because they are in positions they shouldn't be in. Look at Vlahovic. He's going to lose a lot more balls because he needs to play that deep volume-wise. Like, let's say he needs to play that, he drops back 20 times in a game, 25 times to pick up the ball. He's going to lose a lot of those balls. And it's going to look a lot because he drops deep a lot. If he does that half the time, it looks half at worst. I don't think that's his game. Same for Miretti against Benfica in the box. Like, if you're asking players to do things they shouldn't be doing, and if you're always on the back foot, not on the front foot, this is what you're going to get. Mental errors, getting frustrated players on that pitch, and you're going to make mistakes. It's just what it is. And then he says, right now you have to bring something out more. He's talking about extra detail, inch. We have no style of play. Like, we don't need an extra inch. Like, we need miles. And I don't even know how miles and inch correlate, because that's not how it works in Europe. But I'm going to assume it's more. We need miles. We don't need inches better. We need miles better. Like, this is ridiculous that he actually thinks that it's about inches or like an extra few details. I don't know what he is, but he's becoming delusional, or he is. Like, if he actually thinks this is going to be resolved by a few extra details, a few inches, a few more, you know what, less concentration dips, then oh boy. Like, oh boy. Like, this can't be real. Like, this actually can be real. Like, if he actually thinks it's about a few inches. But it is what it is. Let's move on. He said, at the moment we are too much of a seesaw. After 2 wins, someone was a bit deluded, but instead we should not delude ourselves and be practical. Practical means playing very good games from technical, physical, and especially mental point of view. who the hell was deluded after those 2 wins? I tweeted it out, like, who is he talking about? Surely not me, or like surely not a great part of the fans. I don't think anyone after the Bologna and Maccabi game was like, we're back. Like, surely nobody was like that, because yes, Bologna, we played okay. Bologna were poor, but against Maccabi, like, we were at the end, we got lucky. It was shaky. It was very shaky. So I have no idea who he's talking about when he said someone was a bit deluded. Like, if anyone is deluded, it's you. Like, it's not someone, it's you at this point, because you're talking absolute rubbish. It's a practical means playing very good games from a technical, physical, like, yes, fine, like, but it's always the same things, and that's why I get frustrated with the questions. Why is nobody asking him, what is the style of play you want to propose? Like, what is it? Do you have a set formation? Because he always says, no, I decide game to game, who's fit. Like, that's not how it goes. Like, you cannot go game to game and change everything up a little bit. Tweak things, like, not tweak things in terms of De Sciglio, you come out, and Danilo comes out, whatever. He changes complete things, apparently. So I'm not sure who he's referring to when he's saying someone might be deluded. Surely it's not me. It's not me. But yeah, let's move on to his final quote. He said, I believe there is a path of growth. Okay. Experience is gained by playing important games. However, we must not use it as an excuse. Well, you are. Because we have to put everything on the field. On the contrary, we need to do much more to open a new cycle. To open new cycles. He has a very experienced squad, so I don't know what he's talking about. Like, I have no idea who he's referring to. Like, a lot of these players play together for a while, know each other, like, and again, it's October, and you're still talking about gaining experience, needing to know each other in previous conferences. I'm like, dude, it's been 3 months now. Like, what are you talking about? Even the players who know each other and who have been here last year, they look like they just met on the pitch. So I have no idea what he's talking about. And again, why is nobody in the press saying, hold on, isn't that your job? Why is it not working? What is happening? No, none of these questions. It's freaking boring to watch. I watched, and it's boring. Like, it's boring. It's the same thing. I think I'm gonna skip watching it, and I'm just gonna read them after, because it's boring. It's the same thing. It's like, I heard this for the Milan game. I heard this for the Bologna game, the Maccabi game. It's always the same. You know, the generic stuff. When we lose, we will learn from this. We are a group. Not bullshit. Like, how much time do you need to learn? But whatever. Like, these things are they're ridiculous at this point. And then you hear things about today. Again, the sources are all over the place. But that he is not at risk at the moment, that cannot be true. Like, surely he's at risk. Like, I'm so confused at this moment in time. What do you think is his intention to use 4-4-2, 2 blocks to play defensive and counter? The first time he used it against Chelsea and they destroyed us. I have no idea what his intention is. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if somebody can tell me, then please let me know, because we cannot sit back. We concede a lot in terms of chances. We concede a lot, you know. So if that's the plan, sitting back, then that's absolutely not going to work. At this point, I'm not really looking at is it about formations, or is it about is it about formations? We have no style of play. So I don't think if he goes 4-2-2, 4-3-1-2, whatever, I feel like these players go out there and they have no clue what to do. So formation wise, I like, sometimes I know what he plays a 4-4-2 sometimes, or like most of the times, and then McKennie comes in, or like whoever is on that wing position on the right tucks in. Like, it's a weird thing. It's very strange. And then when we get overloaded against Milan, he pushes Cuadrado and McKennie wide at times, and Locatelli was getting like, I have no idea what he's trying to do. The only thing I know is the players are not grasping it. Like, they're not grasping it. And the world, again, in the media today talks about players need to be held accountable. They do. Like, I'm not giving them a free pass, but if your entire roster of 20 whatever players are poor week in, week out, basically, beside one player we're like, okay, Milik played well, or like Di Maria played well, then surely the issue is not really the players. Maybe it's the players. Maybe it's like, screw this. Like, I don't need this. Like, I can, like, I don't want to do this. This is bullshit. Then surely you start looking at the coach. Like, why is this happening week in, week out? Why are these players not reacting, or performing? Why? They're not coaching themselves. So I don't know. If anyone knows what he's trying to do, just let me know, because I have no clue. I have no clue at all. Excuse me. But yeah, tomorrow, Champions League game. We need to win. We need to win every game. Like, even on Saturday, we needed to win. I don't believe we're gonna win. Like, I never predict an L. I've said it many times on the show. I don't predict an L, so I'll give my prediction. 1-0 win. Milik, but I think we're gonna lose. Like, if that makes sense. If people know the channel, know me. Excuse me, I don't predict an L on the channel. So 1-0, but I think we're gonna lose tomorrow. I don't think we stink away from home. I think our last away win was like last season against Sassuolo, right? And when was that? March? I don't know when it was. Like, that's the last game I can recall winning away from home. And maybe I'm wrong, but like, we haven't won away from home, and I don't think we're gonna win away from home in Maccabi tomorrow, because I'll rewatch that PSG first half, and they were good, Maccabi. And what I've seen last week and what I've seen from us again, it screams we're gonna lose. Like, it actually screams. Like, it's unbelievable I'm saying it, but I think we're gonna lose away to Maccabi Haifa in the Champions League group stages. Like, I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I actually believe we're gonna lose tomorrow, because I don't see anything positive. It's again, like, the crew. If you look at these players, the way they play, their body language on the bench, like, it's not good. It's not positive. The things they say, like, they are far away from, in my opinion, what's reality at the moment. So I think we're gonna lose tomorrow. Let me know your score predictions, because I'm gonna wrap it up really soon, because I still need to prep things for tomorrow on the channel and this week. So let me know your score predictions, but I think we're gonna lose. It's delusional how the board think Allegri will resolve this. He plays a mid 2000 style of catenaccio football, and getting dominated needs to go. I'm done. I just hope he gets out as ASAP. Yeah. Also, Gary, you remember, I don't think you're in the members Discord group, so if you want to join, it's a Discord chat for members, prediction league, you can win stuff. Reach out to me on Instagram or Twitter or the main account, and I'll sort that out. Jeremy saying, is Agnelli being disrespectful towards the fans by letting Allegri keep the job? Maybe. I think he's being disrespectful for charging fans a shitload of money to watch this crap in a stadium that's absolutely dead. Like, I think that's disrespectful towards fans, but it is what it is. Like, everything around the club is negative. Like, the stadium. Oh, you're in the group, Gary. I'm in the Discord with the same name, but not in the private group. Are you in the private section for Discord members? I don't think so. DM me on Instagram, on Discord, and I'll sort that out. Because I don't think you're in that section of the Discord. It's a private section. But yeah. So I think he's disrespecting fans for that reason. Like, the Allegri thing, maybe, yeah, it is what it is. But like, there's much more worse than what's happening on the pitch. Like, off the pitch is also bad. Okay, Gary, DM me on on the Discord or whatever, and I will sort that out after the live. Fans should stop going to games. I've said it so many times. Like, if a fan doesn't want to go to the game, I get it. I still think the players need the support, and yes, you might say they don't deserve it, but like Allegri, Agnelli is this stubborn, and you can see it now, that I don't think it's gonna affect anything, because the stadium is already half empty week in, week out. So I don't know. Like, I don't think that's. I think he's that. I think he's that stubborn. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That's the feeling I have. But let me know your score prediction, everybody, in the comments before I wrap it up, because I don't want to go long for this prediction, because it's killing me. Like, it's always the same thing. Like, we discuss the same thing. There's no change whatsoever week in, week out. So like, there's not a lot of discussion to do. Like, we discuss the same thing and we get the same news after every bad result. So it is what it is. 2-2, 1-0, Juve, Miligo. I mean, you're more confident than me, yeah. Like, imagine losing tomorrow. Like, I wouldn't be shocked. Like, even imagine not winning tomorrow. I wouldn't be shocked, but like, that's 100% Europa League, and even then we're gonna probably lose if you face Arsenal and those teams. So yeah, Gary saying 2-1 loss, Maccabi scoring first, Vlahovic or Milik scores, then Maccabi scores, killing the game. Again, wouldn't be shocked, wouldn't be surprised at all, but let's see how it goes. I'm gonna wrap it up, because I don't have much to say. I'm not going into the lineup because it's all over the place at the moment. And actually, I don't really care, because it's not really about the players at this moment in time. It's about the way we entered that pitch. We have no style of play. We have a weak mentality. At this point, I don't really care who plays. Like, it's all the same thing. Like, it's actually the same thing whoever plays, because I think the problems are deeper than McCanny playing or not at this point, or Locatelli being benched or not. Like, I really do. I also think Juve will win. A very sad 2-1 win. I mean, yeah. Like, even sad wins at this time, probably fans will take. But I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks everybody for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't watched, go watch Justin's daily video, and then we will be back tomorrow with a post-game live, match reaction, all those things. Also in the morning, Julian and Justin's pick'em video, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you back tomorrow. Ciao guys.